Yanara Sassini, Airport in my ay, Mojana Nanum Shaku Naditu, my ay. Edumene was so, say a bay, Piazza so, Nindian Twassum, Kutu Crania, Pessamin coming out, Eddie ain't Bremu, the Mamaya Sassi, who do what to say. Oh my no, oh my no, yes and I say, oh my full private jet, oh my no, yes and I say,
yeah, we go.
Past few weeks, LDP has engaged the citizens of Ghana and listened to all their needs in a way and an attempt to better understand the state of the country. In the light of this, the Liberal Democratic Party of Ghana, today led by Mr. Kwabena Laboja, addresses some of these issues that we talked about and we heard the people say. Without much ado and with the singular honor, let's welcome Mr. Kwabena Laboja. Thank you.
As the presidential candidate of this party, I dare to say that I stand for the same beliefs as the entity, Jesus Christ, to give Ghanaians the hope they need and to create a better Ghana for all. It is my interest that the interest of the people be taken into consideration and not overlooked. We make up the country, and this country cannot have peace when the citizens does not have peace. The ruling party, the New Patriotic Party, in 8 years in power, has done nothing but stirred up instability in our beloved country, causing us to be as unhappy as we have ever been. I greatly feel the pain of every single citizen, as I am also a victim of the series of hardships and injuries or injustice the government throws at us. We, as a people, are dying at the hands of power-thirsty officials with big bellies filled with the nation's money, yet are still filled with greed and hunger for more, while carry the weight of their empty promises with the perception that we can have a better Ghana. The NPP, in 1,001 ways, have toyed with the citizens' hearts and preyed on their emotions into getting what they want, which is power, loans, and more loans, as we see today, from international sources of funds. I fearlessly present to you 7 potential reasons or potent reasons or lies backed with clear fact by this government. In the recent State of the Nation address, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, brought to light Agenda 111, which is a project for the construction of district hospitals for 101 districts in the country, 6 regional hospitals for the new 6 regions, 1 regional hospital for the Western region, and 3 psychiatric hospitals for the 3 zones in the country, namely the northern, middle, and the coastal zones. This is a good initiative that people and the citizenry expected to see flourish. However, the government, after 3 years of the launch of the project, cannot boast about a single finished or an ongoing project as a part of the Agenda 111 initiative, despite government promise to complete this project within 1 year. Away from these issues of Agenda 111, the President made mention in his speech that an amount of 1.9 billion Ghana cedis was used in the preparation of students and teachers coming back to school after the COVID-19 breaks. It is hard for even the layman to believe that such an outrageous amount of money was solely used on the 2 packs of face masks, a few Veronica buckets, and hand sanitizers provided by the government to basic schools. A big lie told by the government that to date baffles me is the provision of electricity and water subsidies to 5 million households and over 10 million people because of the pandemic in November and December when the pandemic started in late February 2020. The fact that this was implemented prior to the election clearly shows that it was nothing but a propaganda strategy that Ghanaians paid for, considering how water and electricity bills increased as though there was haste in them. The ruling party boasting about how the country has adopted modern and technological ways which are making life easier, especially among students and teachers in the case of electronic learning, is only proof that the NPP is only quick to show off the achievement and has turned a deaf ear to the student. The pleas or the constant pleas of not having stable network connectivity and financial constraints when it comes to buying data, these students have complained, but the government paid no heed to it. They say things come to a price, even free things, and the free SHS policy is one of them. Yes, the cost is way low compared to the pre-free SHS era. But can the NPP proudly say that the quality of senior high school education has improved or is at the same level before free SHS? This is a question I left for you to answer. Definitely not. Lessons are not effective. They spend more time at home than at school, and the students are not fed properly, even in their schools. What then, if I may ask, is the importance of the free senior high school policy if the students are not exposed to quality teaching and learning? Next, the president has yet again boasted of the fact that he has been able to keep the lights on, control Dumso, which today we can stand here on behalf of Ghana to say that it is true. Dumso is not under control. That is actually true if you actually ponder on it. The president has been able to keep the lights on in his residential abode and is unaware that the Dumso he has condemned the National Democratic Congress for slowly lacks into the country again. We cannot forgo the issue of the electronic transactions levy when stating the NPP's shortcomings. The e-levy, whose implementation started yesterday, despite Ghanaians' objections, show how much the government is unconcerned about the livelihood of the people. These are many other issues that Ghanaians have been calling for a new leader to come and champion for them to live a better life. And that is why we, the Liberal Democratic Party, are here today. We cannot allow the NPP government to take this country into a state that will not be repairable. So we are here today encouraging all Ghanaians to join hands with the LDP to rescue power. Yesterday was a National Labor Day, I must say, an international one, of course, as many countries join the world to celebrate our hardworking workers. And the president in his speech made some submissions which we believe are palpable lies and we must put to record. Unfortunately, the president in his May Day speech yesterday, as usual of him, attributed the existing inequalities and vulnerabilities in our economy, which led to massive job losses and labor market disruptions to the COVID-19 pandemic. We therefore call on the President, Akufo-Addo, to take full responsibility, as most of the things we see today was born out of the decisions made by his government. The President yesterday noted that no single public sector worker has lost his or her job since he assumed office. This is a palpable lie, as toll collectors in the country recently lost their jobs due to hasty decision by the Road and Highways Minister, supervised by the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and the NPP government. The promise by the government of an alternative livelihood for these individuals has not been realized as we speak today. My heart aches for my people as we are in times of hardships caused by the bad leadership practices of the ruling party. And my spirit weeps at the sight of corruption in this country. The Auditor General's report indicated that about 12 billion is lost annually due to procurement breaches and then some other dealings of the government. We as Ghanaians deserve a government that would have our interests at heart and treat them as their own because they are for the people. We as Ghanaians deserve the Liberal Democratic Party. With much delight and the permission of the National Executive Committee, I would like to inform the party faithful and the general public that we have been positioned at number 10 on the ballot paper. We therefore say that it is Ghana's turn, and we must come together to make sure that we bring change, a change that will impact on the lives of Ghanaians positively, a change that will give equal opportunity to all Ghanaians. We believe that the MPP government, despite their numerous promises prior to 2016 elections, before they took power, is something that they have failed Ghanaians. And we therefore call on faithful and well-meaning Ghanaians to join the great LDP, as we have been engaging the people since we started this journey. And very soon, we'll be launching our manifesto, which has solutions to some of these problems that we have outlined here. So we call on Ghanaians to relax. Don't panic. You are not done yet. This government cannot kill you. Let us endure and vote the great LDP to shine. The Messiah with an ever-burning flame and the LDP are here to make it happen. We will lead Ghana to a new dawn with the ever-burning flame in hand. We will lead Ghana out of the thick fog of despair into the clear space of hope. Long live Ghana, long live the Liberal Democratic Party, long live Ghanaians. Thank you. Thank you.
I must say, indeed, freedom is here. Yes. Indeed, Ghana will be liberated. Yes. Liberated from the hands of the oppressors. Yes. Liberated from the hands of the MPP. Yes. And liberated from the hands of all the parties that have worked on us, that have not listened to our plights, that have not even have the needs of us at heart. Yes. I would say that it has been an honor, it has been a great journey, and indeed the LDP is here to free us all. And this will be the end of our State of the Nation's address. We thank you for sticking with us. We thank you for being with us. LDP! 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 Now that is the energy we need.